All right, everybody, hello and welcome to the Edward Lee Components Smackdown at Irwindale, beautiful Southern California tonight for the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. This is round number 8 in this championship. I am Jay Bast. I will be your commentator for tonight, and we are in for a wonderful night of short track action. Irwindale is always a tough one. A little odd shape at this 0.47 mile long short track. We've got 125 laps tonight after a heat race to set the tops, or the bottom, excuse me, to set 7th onto the grid. We have, let's jump into our practice session here. We've got a couple of drivers out on track, getting used to the conditions. We just want to give a quick shout out to Edward Lee Components, and thank you for being the title sponsor of this race. Edward Lee Components specializes in the custom manufacture of rare and hard to find pieces for your vintage auto restoration needs. Visit edwardleecomponents.com for more information. Oh, and Sam Hubbard is going to go flying into the inside wall, trying to take a fast track back to the pits here. About 5.5 more minutes left in this practice session. Tyler Barnett setting the top of the timesheets with a 17.98. Let's get some times up on the board. Kevin Ballmer in that second place spot in the 88 car. An 18.12, and Dylan Johnson, in that 20 machine with an 18.18. So lots of very close times in this practice session. Looks like 5th and 6th spot, Blake Hoppy and Samuel Stoner they've set exactly the same time. 18.25 and 18.25. Looks like it's down to the 3rd decimal place between those two drivers. A couple of new faces here tonight as well. We've got the 24 car. That's Aaron Banks. Mitch Smith in that 97 car, just hanging out, hiding behind that wall. Beautiful sunset over Irwindale Speedway in Southern California. This is my local track, my home track. Seen a few ARCA races here and was lucky enough to try out a NASCAR experience as well. Super fun track, but very odd lines. It's a very unique track where seems like the fastest line is usually right on that dotted line, as we see Blake Hoppy just getting a little bit loose, trying to touch that line, getting a little bit loose off of it as well. But there's going to be a lot of speed in that upper mid section of the track, and looks like passing is going to be difficult here. So we'll see who's going to be brave enough to ride around the apron and go for those low-line passes. Oh, as Blake Hoppy is trying out there. And who's going to stick it around the wall and try to run the Ross Chastain line, maybe. Hello to everybody in the YouTube chat. Brian Brobst cheering on his cousin in the 5 car. Mr. Robert Brobst in that beautiful green with flames. And Lady Luck there adorning the hood. A great late model scheme that Robert Brobst used to run on his real life late model as well. Speaking of real life racing as well, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsor at Team 53. If you're looking to improve your understanding of cars and tracks on iRacing, look no further than Team 53. Team 53 has a driver development program to help you get faster on iRacing. Team 53 also offers setups for the late model stock, super late model, and silver crown. Check out facebook.com/Team53WI for more information on how to sign up. And a special thanks to Justin Laxton for providing all of the setups that our drivers are using there tonight, just like every week, and some very useful lap guides to help everybody get up to speed and be as competitive as they can be. Just about 2 minutes left in the practice session now. Blake Hoppy takes that second spot from Kevin Baumler. Tyler Barnett still sitting pretty in that first spot with a 17.95, the only driver to get into the 17s. Like, that is going to be a barrier for these drivers. Kevin Baumler running a couple practice laps as well in his black and white Busch Light scheme. Oh, looks like he's gonna pull off, head into the pits. Sean Johnson in that beautiful 32 RC Cola machine, sitting in that 10th spot as well. Let's get some fixes and make sure the timing tower looks good. That's Clifton Simmons in the 38 car. This is one of my favorite schemes, the white and red with blue stripes and blue spoiler as well. Looking good. Down there in that 16th spot, but I tell you what, he's only 6/10 off of pole. So this is a very tight pack, very tight field. We're going to see a lot of very close racing and some hectic restarts, I am sure. There's Sam Stoner in his BMW late model. Fan favorite. There you go. He's trying the Ross Chastain line. A little wall ride as well. The 92 car. That's Corey Harville. Now it looks like the drivers are going to move on to the qualifying session. Just a reminder, the top 6 from this session are going to move on to the feature race, but 7 on down are going to be placed into a heat race that'll set the rest of the grid. Looks like the 20 car of Dylan Johnson is out on track alongside Tyler Barnett and Corey Harville. See some lap times get put down shortly. There's the 97 car of Mitch Smith, another new face in the ReScreened LLC late model regional tour. A couple of drivers setting their times already. Dylan Johnson to the top of the timesheets with an 18:23. Excuse me, 18:22. Looks like we're having a few issues with the car numbers in the timing tower, but that will be fixed soon enough once the racing gets started. And there goes Tyler Barnett to the top of the timesheets with an 18:06. Surprisingly, we don't see a 17 out of Tyler. Excuse me. Let's see who is out on track at the moment. Blake Hoppy finishing his laps. Clifton Simmons out there running a couple of laps as well. The drivers are in solo sessions, so they can't interfere with one another, and they only get 2 flying laps. So if you scrape the wall on both tries, doesn't count. You're starting in the back. You are going to be in that heat race as well. This is also a great opportunity to get a little A little extra practice. Shout out Taylor and Hannah in the YouTube chat. Thanks for hanging out, everybody. Say hi to my parents in the living room as well. Howdy. As we are just about... There's the 43 of Andrew Cowell. Driving super hard into 1 and 2. Also into 3 and 4, just riding that dotted line with those left side tires, doing a great job of hanging onto that high line and carrying as much speed as possible. That is good enough to get him to the 11th spot with an 18:36. Looks like 5th and 6th are the Johnsons, Dylan Johnson and Sean Johnson. Right, a couple more minutes to go. And let's take this opportunity to thank the title sponsor of our league. That's ReScreened LLC. If you're in the Southwest Florida area and are in need of a pool enclosure, check out ReScreened LLC. They're offering a 3-year warranty with a bubble-free guarantee. Thanks to ReScreened LLC for supporting the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour. Hello to Dylan and Justin and Steve and Brian in the YouTube chat. Barnett needs to be inspected for special tires. Yeah, Tyler Barnett is he's a bit of a ringer for this series. He has won 3 out of the 6 rounds so far. Or excuse me, 4. I believe he won the last round of Tickery as well. Oh, he is doing an awesome job for that Evil Empire Sim Sports team. Once again, we've just got a couple of minutes left in this qualifying session, and there we go. It looks like we're ready for the start of the heat race. That is going to take 7th on down from qualifying, so it looks like Robert Brobst and Sam Stoner are going to be starting on the front row, followed by Corey Harville, Ryan Rose, Andrew Cowell, Abraham Kalufa, Clifton Simmons, Dade Grajewski, Mitch Smith, Aaron Banks, Sam Hubbard, and Nick Serif rounding out the top 12. This is going to be an interesting one. Sam Stoner and Robert Brobst are 2 of the most aggressive drivers in this league. So seeing them start side by side on a track that's notorious for being difficult to pass, this should put on a great show for us. Pace car is off. The cars are rolling. Looks like it's going to be 1 to green, and the next time by, these cars will be going full throttle. We've got some support for Abraham Kalufa in the YouTube chat as well. And Sam Stoner. Hello to Lloyd Stoner. Thanks for hanging out with us. We are just about to go green. When do they do the figure 8? That'll be after the race probably. Oh, looks like it's one more time around behind the pace car. All the fans are ready and waiting with bated breath, excited to see an amazing show. Robert Brobst and Sam Stoner lining up in that front row. Corey Harville and Ryan Rose That second row looking for a mistake to capitalize on. But here we go. The field's going to stack up. Pace car peels off into the pit lane. And we are green and racing. Robert Bropes gets an awesome jump off the line, but it looks like the 92 of Corey Harville is going to try to sneak up the inside, but unfortunately that just doesn't work here at Irwindale, and he's going to drop back a couple of spots. He is back into the clutches of Ryan Rosen, that 78 machine as well. The 5 cars holding on to the lead extremely well. Sam Stoner just biding his time, staying within his wheel tracks and trying to keep his nose clean, and it looks like a car went around. Oh, it looks like Andrew Cowell's involved and Dade Grajewski as well. There's the 6 car heading the wrong way. Oh, straight into the wall. Bit of an attempt at a spin turn, but didn't quite work out. And these late models are indeed super grippy. Let's see if we can go back a bit and take a look at what happened. Let's grab a far chase cam, and it looks like the 43 is already out of shape all the way out of turn 2. Just a little bit of oversteer out of turn 2. The 78 has nowhere to go, and the 6 car just doesn't see him coming. There he goes. All the way around. Unfortunate to see an early caution. But Robert Bropes still hanging on to that lead after about a lap and a half of green flag racing so far. Hopefully we can clean this up a little bit and keep it rolling. Looks like Mitch Smith and Nick Seraph, the 97 and the 523, made out pretty well. Mitch Smith is up 2 spots after that caution. Looks like Nick made it up 5. Take a look at the timing tower. Sam Hubbard in the 3 cars, like he's out of the race. And Dade Grajewski taking some tires and a fast repair after getting involved in that spin with the 43 car. Don't know if the 43 car is going to be able to continue after that. At least going to need a tow back to the pit lane. There's Aaron Banks, another one of our new faces in our late model league tonight. A scheme reminiscent of Jeff Gordon, that 24 machine. Looking good, sitting pretty in that 9th spot as we stand. But it looks like we are about to go green. Robert Bropes on that outside gets a great jump on Sam Stoner in the 65 car. The 5 car is going to ride around that top line. Looks like there's a lot of speed right next to the wall. Let's zoom out a little bit. The 43 car is going to take to the bottom and let the field by. Try not to get into anybody's way. The 92 and the 78 are still side by side, just about. Got it settled down into turn 1 now. The 97 car side by side with the 84 of Abraham Kalufa. Abe is trying that apron. Seems to be working out just a little bit, or maybe not. Now that put Nick Seraph on the bottom in that 523 machine. Oh, they're going to get real close and personal. Nice and friendly with each other. But let's take a look back at the front. Oh, the 78 car goes around. Looked like the 78 tried the apron pass. Couldn't quite make it work. A successful spin turn this time around. Let's grab a replay and take a look at the 78 car. It looks like he's already having issues at this point. Let's grab a far chase cam and do a quick rewind. Oh, just went around all on his own. He's trying to sight that 3rd line underneath the 5 and the 65, and that was just a little bit too much for the rear tires And that sent him all the way around. Looks like no damage, no harm, no foul. Looks like everybody is stacked up back with the pack. We can get rolling pretty quickly once again. 10 laps to go in this heat race. The Edward Lee Components Smackdown at Irwindale. 43 car is going to get the wave around. Going to get his lap back. Robert Brope, Sam Stoner, and Corey Harville in your top 3. Doing a great job. That 92 car's nose gotta be scary in the mirror. There's a lot of teeth to look at. Hopefully Sam Stoner can keep it together and focus forward. Instant replies from the announcer, you know. I try to be attentive to the YouTube chat, you know. Hope everybody's having as much fun as I am up here. Looks like we're gonna go side by side next time around. Oh, a little bit of a blink for Robert Bropes. Hopefully his connection issues don't cause any issues. That's not what you want to see. Shout out to Mitch Smith in that 97 machine. He's up 5 positions from his start. Currently in 4th spot on that outside line, but it looks like we are just about to go green as the drivers enter turn 3. Robert Brobst on the outside looking to take that green flag any second now. There it goes. He gets a great jump on the field, and Sam Stoner is going to slot in right behind him. The 92 of Corey Harville's trying that inside line. It looks like he's just going to lose out a little bit to the 97 of Mitch Smith. Abe Kalufa in that 84 is looking for a way by, but again, he's stuck on that inside line, and the 523 of Nick Seraph gets a little door scrape on Abe Kalufa. Looks like everybody's going to get away with that scot-free, though, but everybody's super loose. A bit out of control. The 523 dives to the apron to save that position and pull a slide job on Abe Kalufa. That's going to send Abe into the wall. Looks like a little scrape, but no harm, no foul. Everybody's going to keep it moving. Nick Seraph currently up 7 positions from his start. Abe Kalufa in that 84 just trying to get to the fender of Nick Seraph. And here comes Dave Grajewski as well. He's going to try 3 wide, and Abe goes around. Oh, the 38 car gets caught in that as well as the 78 of Ryan Rose. Looks like a bit of a stack up. A couple of cars had nowhere to go. But we have 2 to go. Looks like we're going to try a green-white checker restart. Let's take a look at a quick replay. Again, let's go back to that far chase cam and rewind just a little bit so we can take a look at what happened. Oh, it looks like the 6 car is just looking for a high line exit, and the 84 was looking for a low line exit, and they just kind of converged a little bit. 6 car gave Abe a little tap in the rear quarter. Fortunately, couldn't make it happen. Disappointing Steve Loving in the YouTube chat there. And some support for Mitch Smith from Shelby as well. Great stuff. Mitch Smith is currently running in that 3rd spot. Let's go back to live pictures here behind the pace car. Robert Brobst and Sam Stoner hanging on to those top 2 positions. Corey Harville lost out to Mitch Smith. Mitch Smith is holding on to 3rd. And Corey Harville currently in 4th. Nick Seraph, though, shout out to him. All the way up to P5. And he is up 7 spots from his start. We're going to do one more restart in this heat race to set the grid from 7th on down. Dylan Johnson in that 20 car says it's going to be a fun one to drive, and it looks like it. There's a lot of... The drivers are trying a lot of different lines. Some throwing it into the apron and trying the low entry, and some trying the wall on entry and that high line and try to carry the speed all the way around. But sometimes those two lines converge at inopportune moments and can cause some wrecks. Looks like under the lights, some of these paints look fantastic. That chrome number on that 5 car looking good, as well as that 65. Robert Bropes is going to be restarting on the outside line. Looks like one more lap to go. Under caution. Robert Bropes, Sam Stoner, Corey Harville, Mitch Smith, and Ryan Rose in the top 5. The pace car peels off to the pit lane. Robert Bropes on that outside line looking for that green flag. All the way in between turn 3 and 4. Here we go, everybody. 5 car gets a great jump. Looks like there's a bit of a blink in the back of the pack. Sam Stoner's going to tuck in right behind Robert. The 92 and 97 cars also filing in. A little bit of a wall scrape, it looked like, for Nick Serra, for Ryan Rose there. They're fighting for that 5th spot. Everybody's looking good. The white flag is out. Last lap. 2 more turns to go. Looks like Robert Bropes is going to take the checkered flag in Heat Race 1 of the Edward Lee Components Smackdown at Irwindale. Awesome job. 92 car is going to pull up and congratulate him real quick. We've got a 3-minute warm-up session for our drivers once again. Let's see if we can take a quick chat with Mr. Robert Bropes, your Heat Race 1 winner. Robert, you got me up in the booth? Hello, hello. Congratulations on that win. Looks like that was just a game of holding your nerve and staying steady. What was the track like out there? Wow. Interesting. I didn't realize that the virtual sun could have that much of an effect as well. That's pretty cool. Nice. Well, how did you defend from Mr. Sam Stoner? That was he was looking up, looking high, looking low. How'd you find space for each other? Ah, okay. Well, I'm always happy to talk to my good friend Robert Bropes in that beautiful 5 car. You put on an awesome show for us, and best of luck to you starting 7th in that on that bottom line. It's going to be a little tough, but I think you can do it. Let's see a good result from you, bud. Oh, yeah. Big time. All right. Yeah, hopefully we get a good race. Try to do your best to keep the pack in line and such, you know, as much as you ever can. But yeah, I want to wish you the best of luck, and I want to see some great things from you, Robert. All right, I will throw you back in the general chat. Thanks for chatting with me. And here we go. It looks like about 10 seconds left in this little warm-up session for our drivers just to get to grips. An interesting point that always pops up in this heat race format is the drivers that start 7th on down that were in that first heat race, they seem to get a little bit of an advantage in that those extra racing laps really help them get to grips on the track that we're at. And here we go. Drivers are just about to grid up for our full race. 125 laps at beautiful Irwindale Speedway in Southern California under the lights. Sun has gone down. Here we go. Looks like Tyler Barnett and Kevin Baumler lining up in that first row, followed by Blake Hoppy and Devin Jack in the second. Dylan Johnson and Sean Johnson. Looks like row 3 is all Johnsons. Robert Bropes and Sam Stoner, your heat race 1 and 2. In the fourth row, followed by Corey Harville, Mitch Smith, Ryan Rose, Nick Seraph, Aaron Banks, Dade Grajewski, Andrew Cowell, and Clifton Simmons in the 38 car, rounding out the back of the field. But again, the qualifying times were within half a second of each other, so we should see some crazy stuff here. Oh no, it looks like I'm getting reports that the 84 car, Abraham Kalufa, has lost power. So he will not be able to grid for this race. Unfortunate news. I think Steve Loving gave him the whammy there. Sad to see, but we will move on. Hopefully he can get that issue resolved soon enough, and you can definitely come back from a lap or two down on a short track. I've seen it happen. And if anyone can do it, Abe Kalufa can do it. Let's see. Tyler Barnett in that pole spot, starting on the inside. The pace car is going to peel off into the pit lane. We are just about to take the green flag. Cabin's going for a really high line on that entry. Green flag comes out. And it looks like the 88 is going to get the better jump, but the 13 of Tyler Barnett is on that inside line. That shorter distance on the restart really helps out, and the 23 goes around. Oh, and the 20 car of Dylan Johnson. Oh, he goes back into the 24 as well, and Nick Seraph gets collected. Oh, we made it one corner, guys. Come on. All right, a bit of a wreckfest here at the first corner of the Edward Lee Components Smackdown at Irwindale. Everybody's gonna try to get it rolling. Hopefully no one needed a tow after that. Blake Hoppy in the 23 car also able to keep it moving. Let's see if we can go back and get a replay of this situation. Let's see how far back in the pack we can go. Bar chase cam, and let's take a look at Andrew Cowell's perspective, and let's run it in slow motion as well. It looks like Blake Hoppy. Oh, it looks like Blake Hoppy might have got some help from the 20 car of Dylan Johnson. That just sent everybody spinning, and Dylan Johnson goes around. Sam Stoner somehow manages to squeeze through the wall there, as well as Ryan Rose in the 78. Dylan Johnson spinning on the inside, collects the 523 car, and Blake Hoppy is just rolling backwards at the moment. The 20 car gets into the 24, and he door scrapes the backwards 23 of Blake Hoppy. Wow, just a little bit of carnage on this first restart here. at Irwindale. Unfortunate to see. Hopefully it's not a sign of things to come, and hopefully the drivers can clean it up a little bit and get some green flag runs in. Blake Hoppy slowing down to let the field by. Looks like he caught the worst of that incident. 13 car is in the lead, but has a couple of cars a lap down ahead of him. That's the 49 of Devin Jack and the 523 of Nick Serif as well. Let's take a look. The lights on the pace car are out. Pace car is going to peel into the pit lane, and there's a couple of cars that are just about to catch up to the field now. Evan Baumler going for that aggressive restart. The inside line stacks up just a little bit, but Tyler Barnett gets an awesome jump on green flag. And Sean Johnson on the inside of the second row as well. He's taking the fight to Kevin for that second spot. Awesome job. But that 13 car is in a class of his own, leading the field and pulling away just about 5 car lengths after a lap. 88 and 32 are still side by side fighting for that second spot, and Robert Brobst made it all the way up to 4th spot, it looks like, racing Sam Stoner. No, Sam Stoner's going to take that 4th spot from him, and Corey Harville in the 92 is going to try to take it as well, but Robert hangs on to that 5th place in the 5 car. I love a good symmetry. 65 of Sam Stoner tucking into that 4th spot behind the 88 of Kevin Baumler, and Sean Johnson doing an awesome job hanging on to that 2nd spot. He has moved up a bunch of positions. Looks like he's up 4 from his start. Doing an awesome job. Oh, the caution comes out. Not sure who was involved there. It looks like Nick Serif is slow on the back stretch. Let's take a look at what happened here. Let's grab a far chase cam and take a look at Nick Serif. Oh, just a little bit too close to the wall on entry maybe, and that, oh, just messed up his line just a little bit, and it's a self-spin around turn 1 and 2. No harm, no foul. Everybody gets it rolling again. Oh, it looks like Abe Kalufa is relegated to the YouTube chat. Unfortunate. Well, happy to have you here, but wish we could see you in a car. Brian Brope says, what's the over-under on yellows? I think there's going to be a couple. My money's on the over. But shout out to Sean Johnson doing an awesome job holding on to that 2nd spot. He's most likely going to be starting on the outside next to the 13 of Tyler Barnett. Kevin Baumler hanging on to the 3rd spot, and Sam Stoner making his way up from his 8th place starting position to get up to 4th at the moment. Looking good. Once again, a quick shout out to Team 53. Team 53 provides asphalt setups for the late model stock, super late model, and silver crown. Driver coaching is also available to help you get faster on iRacing. You can catch team owner Justin Laxton racing this summer in a late model, both on iRacing and in real life. Visit facebook.com/Team53WI for more information on setup and coaching and to follow along on his racing journey. A big thanks to Justin Laxton for providing all of the setups that our drivers are using tonight. Looks like we're having some blinking issues. A couple drivers may be having some connection issues. Hopefully that's not on their end and only on mine. Lights on the pace car are out. We are going to have one more time around until the green flag comes out. Onto the back stretch we go. Tyler Barnett and Sean Johnson in that first row. Kevin Baumler and Sam Stoner in the second row. That was my Windows machine there. Let's see. The green flag is just about to come out. There it goes, and Tyler gets an awesome jump once again. Almost 3 car lengths into turn 1, and Kevin is going to go for a super low line and try to take some of that apron away and get some track position on Sean John. Oh, it looks like we didn't even make it a lap that time. Oh, once again, Nick Seraph. I'm not sure if he got any help going around. Let's take a look at a replay, if we can get it. Go on to Far Chase and Mr. Nick Seraph once again. Take a look at what happened. Looks like he tried to get a little bit too much of the apron. Oh, wow, and Dade Grajewski in that 6 car just hooks. I think that's Blake Hoppy. Is that possible? No. Let's go back a touch and find out who that was that got collected there. Please hold. Technical difficulties. Oh, looks like the 523 went around. Oh, still can't quite see who that car is. Oh, I guess we'll never know. Looks like Andrew Cowell was also involved in that incident, so tough day for Nick Seraph and Dade Grajewski, as well as Andrew Cowell, who's a lap down in the pits. Aaron Banks just hanging on to it, keeping his nose clean. Blake Hoppy taking his second pit stop for damage repair. Tight quarters here at Irwindale, and a lot of converging lines. So we're going to see some incidents here. Sean Johnson must be loving this. He is hanging on to that second spot extremely well and able to start on the high line and get that extra momentum on the restarts, and that's really working out for him. Looks like the lights on the pace car are coming out. One more lap to green. We can get the Edward Lee Component Smackdown at Irwindale back underway. Quick thanks to Edward Lee Components. They specialize in the custom manufacture of rare and hard-to-find pieces for your vintage auto restoration needs. Visit edwardleecomponents.com for more information. And the pace car peels off into the pit lane, and 13 and 32 are getting real close and personal. Green flag comes out, and Tyler Barnett gets an awesome jump. Once again, Sean Johnson is able to slot into that second spot, but Kevin Baumler is not having any of it, trying to take that apron and get that spot back from Sean Johnson, but it looks like Sam Stoner is going to take advantage of that and use that high line to get some extra momentum and just about get by Kevin. Looks like you don't want to get caught on the bottom of this track. Sam Stoner thinking about the switchback, but I think he learned in the heat race that once you get caught on the bottom, you are stuck there. So you're better off defending your track position on that high line and trying to make up some spots that way. Looks like the 49 of Devin Jack is also trying that inside line on Corey Harville in the 92. Still side by side on the front stretch into turn 1. still side by side into turn 2 as well, and onto the backstretch of the 97 of Mitch Smith. He's trying to take that position back as well. Take a look towards the front of the pack as well. 88 car, third spot, defending tooth and nail from the 65 of Sam Stoner. Looks like our drivers in the top half of the field want to get some laps done, so everybody is just riding that top line, getting some speed, and trying to find the groove and try to force some mistakes from the car ahead so you can get by. Robert Bropes is doing exactly that on the 78 of Ryan Rose. He's getting real close to his bumper, trying to scare him. But just as I say that, the 92 with all those teeth on his nose is trying to intimidate the 5 car, but Robert Bropes is not someone that is easily intimidated. Sam Stoner hanging out in 4th spot, doing a great job. Sean Johnson pulling away from Kevin Baumler and getting closer to Tyler, just about 3.5 tenths from the lead. That middle line just trying to take a little bit more entry speed and close that distance on Tyler. But as they said in the YouTube chat, you know, Tyler needs to get inspected for some special tires, you know. Tyler Barnett is one of our tire-saving whisperers. He really treats them right. And he's able to get crazy lap times super late in the stint. So this might be Tyler Barnett just hanging back a little bit, saving a little bit of tire, and letting the field behind eat each other up. Looks like we're thinking about a 3-wide moment here. Ryan Rose in the 78 to the inside of Sam Stoner. Looks like he's going to get the slide job. Oh, not quite. Sam Stoner making that outside line work. He's really going all the way up to the wall. More so than anybody else in the field at the moment. He just about cleared the 78 going into turn 1. But the 78's going to go for that low line dive. Try to activate his spotter. But no, looks like the 78 can't make it work. And 65 holds on to that 4th position. Sam Stoner sitting pretty, doing a great job, and Kevin Baumler in that 3rd spot trying to chase down the 32 of Sean Johnson as well. Devin Jack just trying to show his nose to the to the 92 car of Corey Harville. Everybody's doing a great job just keeping it clean, get some laps in. Mitch Smith in that 97 car hanging on to 9th place. But here comes Blake Hoppy. He's all the way back into the top 10 already. I believe he was involved in that first yellow flag incident. He got turned around and caught in some carnage, but he was able to take his faster pair in a set of 4 tires. And he is one of the fastest drivers on the track at the moment. Just about 2 tenths off the lap time, or excuse me, that last lap time was only half a tenth off of the leader. So Blake Hoppy is definitely one to watch in that 23 car. I think he will make some moves later on in this race as everything plays out. Oh, a little wall tap for Sam Stoner. That's the high risk reward situation with that high line that he is using. He likes to get real close to the wall, carry as much speed as possible, but the closer you get to the wall, the easier it is to get sucked into it. Less and less margin of error as the run goes on as well, and those tires wear out. 88 car of Kevin Baumler making some headway on the 32 of Sean Johnson as well. But Tyler Barnett out there, the class of the field. Almost 6 or 7 car lengths lead on the rest of the field. Awesome stuff there. I'm sure he will do what he can to help out his teammate Blake Hoppy in that 23 car as well. It's like the 20 car of Dylan Johnson got himself caught in a pack. Looks like he's stuck behind the 6 car of Dade Grajewski in that white and orange throwback livery. .38 of Clifton Simmons looking to capitalize on whatever's going to happen between the 6 and the 20 as well. Clifton is definitely great at just being patient, biding his time, and taking his opportunities when they come to him. So, oh, a little tap from the 20 car right into the back of the 6. Dade Grajewski's definitely feeling the pressure now. We're all fighting for this 11th spot. Oh, and the caution comes out. Looks like Sam Stoner's around. Sam Stoner and Kevin Baumler involved. Oh, we got a track blocker. Oh, no. Sam Stoner going for the spin turn on the apron. Let's take a look at what happened. Let's pull up the far chase cam and ride along with Sam Stoner. Let's go slow motion this time because it looks like a lot went down. There was a big old track blocker in turn 3 when we saw them. So, as we see Tyler Barnett heading into turn 3. Oh, looks like the 88 car of Kevin Baumler just went in a little too fast, went for the wall ride. And at this point, Sam Stoner's got nowhere to go. He's doing a great job of just keeping clear of the 88, but Kevin's going to bounce off that wall and straight into the door of the 65. It looks like that's going to cause the 65 to go all the way around. No, not quite. Let's go on to full speed here. We can slow it down when some action happens. Oh, it looks like the incident was in turn 3. Sam Stoner didn't like the way he was raced, wanted to get by, and that is that. Little door-to-door contact, door-to-fender contact. 78 car squeezes between the wall and the 88 car. 97 is going to go straight into Kevin. Devin Jack's got nowhere to go as well. He checks up all the way. And Clifton Simmons is able to get it stopped. Dade Grajewski going for the full brake lock. And there, oh, looks like he's going to converge with Dylan Johnson in the 20. After that yellow flag comes out, everybody just tries to find their way through the incident with taking as little damage as possible. That is going to set Sam Stoner back quite a bit. Let's see if we can grab him for an interview real quick. Sam Stoner, it is Jay up in the booth. You got me? Talk me through that last incident. Looks like you and Kevin were going at it for a couple of laps in a row there. Yeah, like I've been saying all night, there's a lot of different lines here, and they all converge at a certain point. So sometimes it happens, but that was a good recovery, and looks like you don't have too much damage. But it looks like the pace car's in, so I will drop you back in general. Thanks for chatting with us. Good luck. All right, a quick chat with the 65 car of Samuel Stoner. He's currently in 9th spot after running just about 4th all day. But the green flag is out. Tyler Barnett once again gets an awesome jump. But look at Sean Johnson. He's right on the bumper of the 13 car as well. An awesome start for him. And Ryan Rose tries to take the inside away from the 5 car of Robert Brobst as well. They're still side by side going into turn 3. Oh, a big gaggle. We're 2 by 2. The 78 of Ryan Rose. It looks like Robert Bropst is going to take that outside line, and he's going to get that position just about. Ryan's trying the slide job, but it's not enough, and Devin Jack in that 49 car is just going to sneak by as well, hanging on to that top line. Corey Harville is biding his time, trying to find a little bit of space, but also defend that top line as hard as he can. Try to get Ryan Rose shuffled back down. Looks like if you get stuck on that inside line too long on these restarts, you just drop like a stone. Now, unfortunate to see for Ryan Rose, but I'm sure he will be back. But look at that, Robert Bropst up into the 3rd spot after winning the heat race. Just like I said, a little bit extra practice. Those 20 green flag racing laps really help out these drivers. Give them that extra info of how to run side by side. Looks like Aaron Banks is in the pits in the 24 car. Not sure if that's for damage repair or a tire change. We'll check up on that as well. But Sean Johnson looking awesome in that 2nd spot, just about 6/10 behind Tyler Barnett, fighting for the lead. These two are doing an awesome job. Absolutely letting the rest of the field have their scraps and driving right away from it all. Robert Bropst, Devin Jack, Corey Harville rounding out your top 5. Ryan Rose is clawing his way back up after getting caught on that inside line on the restart as well. And Sam Stoner is up 2 more positions from his restart after getting caught in that last yellow flag. And he's going to look to the inside of the 78 car and try to take it into turn 3, but it's not quite enough, and he's going to get eaten up by Blake Hoppy as well. Looks like Sam is going to think better of this move and just try to maintain his momentum on the inside line and scoot back up onto that high line. Oh, it looks like Dylan Johnson in the 20 is going to take a mouthful of wall as well. Kevin Baumler in the 88, he's a lap down at the moment. Looks like he had to take some damage repair. Unfortunate for another one of our front runners taken out of this race. Devin Jack. Oh, the 5 car in the 92 get tagged. Little bit of a tangle there into turn 3, and the 5th caution of the night is out. Looks like Robert Bropst just got tagged by Corey Harville there. Let's take a look at a replay if we can get it. Robert Bropst here, and let's pull up the far chase cam once again so we can see what happened. Looks like, oh, let's rewind that once again and take a look. Looks like the 92 car just got into turn 3 a little too hot. Tapped the back of the 5 car. 49 is also going to get collected. Oh, it looks like Robert Bropst is able to keep it straight and not lose too many positions. Stay just ahead of Nick Seraph in that 523 car. No harm, no foul for him, but Devin Jack and Corey Harville are going to have the worst of that one. But Robert Bropst hanging on to that 5th spot, and when the caution came out, good on him. But oh my goodness, look who is back up to his starting position. What did I say? It's Blake Hoppy. Blake Hoppy is one of the fastest drivers in this league. So seeing him come from the back, awesome stuff. Blake Hoppy up into that 5th spot at the moment. Looks like everybody's going to shuffle around under the pace car. Robert Bropst coming in for his pit stop. Perhaps a little bit of damage repair as well. Not sure if he needs to take his fast repair. Dylan Johnson exiting the pit lane as well. Looks like he got his fast repair. Aid Krajewski hanging out in the 6th spot. Keeping his nose clean after being involved in one of the earlier cautions today. So again, we're on the fifth caution of the night. Clifton Simmons, Nick Seraph, and Corey Harville all exiting the pit lane now. It's lap 66 of 125. In the Edward Lee Components Smackdown at Irwindale. Edward Lee Components specializes in the custom manufacture of rare and hard-to-find pieces for your vintage auto restoration needs. Visit edwardleecomponents.com for more information. Big thanks to all of our sponsors, Edward Lee Components, Team 53, and ReScreened LLC for helping us put on this awesome show. And the Backmarkers ReScreened LLC Regional Late Model Tour here at Irwindale tonight for round 8. Looks like the drivers are rounding turn 1 and 2 side by side. Tyler Barnett, Sean Johnson, Blake Hoppy, and Ryan Rose in your top 4. Sam Stoner all the way back up to P5, and Dade Grajewski starting next to him, 6 car on P6. Like I said, I love a little bit of symmetry. Keep an ear out for that green flag, and it comes out. Tyler once again gets an awesome start with a little bit of assistance from Blake Hoppy there on the second row. He's going to really, 23 is really going to take the fight to the 32 of Sean Johnson. Sean has done an awesome job of hanging on to that second spot all night long. Oh, a little bit of a door contact as the two lines converge. Blake Hoppy on the inside, but everybody gets it cleared up and straightened out. That's going to put Ryan Rose into the catbird seat, but here goes Dade Grajewski into the wall. Looks like he had a little bit of help from the 49, I believe, of Devin Jack. Not sure what that was there, but everybody's... Oh, looks like Robert Bropes is in the wall as well. Couple of wall scrapes. Oh, the 6 car goes around. Looks like he might have had a bit of help from the 523 of Nick Seraph as well. Let's take a look at another replay. Got the far chase cam on Dade Grajewski. And it looks like, oh, a little bit of a netcode hit, if I'm not mistaken. Not quite an actual hit, but still sends Dade around and causes the caution to come out. Let's take a look at some live pictures once again. Tyler Barnett still leading the field with Sean Johnson right behind. A big howdy and welcome to Nathan Gentry and Dustin Bawley out in the YouTube chat. Hello and welcome. Hope you're having as much fun as I am up here in the booth. This is... Yeah, there's a lot of cautions, but there's awesome racing, man. This is... Irwindale's one of my favorite tracks. Even if there's only one line around, still, it leads to these high-risk, high-reward moves. And when you can pull it off, it looks awesome. Andrew C. has $5 on Blake Hoppy. Interesting. I don't know if he could quite take it to Tyler, but I'm sure he will do his best. Cautions, in fact, breed cautions. That's what happens. That's short track racing, buddy. 13 and the 32, hanging on to those top 2 spots. Blake Hoppy looks like he's trying to get in Sean Johnson's head just a little bit and not letting him through on the pace lap. Good stuff. It looks like he's going to be restarting on the inside line. Tyler Barnett on the inside, Sean Johnson outside, Blake Hoppy inside, and Ryan Rose second row outside as well. Sam Stoner's holding on to that top 5 spot as well. He's been up and down this field a couple of times. He got involved in some earlier cautions, but he has been able to make his way back up to that top 5. Great stuff. Shout out to Ryan Rose. He's up 8 positions from his starting spot. Currently in P4. Once again, They're going to cross the line to start lap 76 in about 2 corners time. Pace car peels off into the pit lane. 13 and 32. That's Tyler Barnett and Sean Johnson starting in that first row, waiting for that green flag to come out.
Green, green, green.
And there it is. Sean Johnson getting an awesome start this time on the outside. Really going to bring the fight to Tyler this time around. Force him to that low inside line. Blake Hoppy fighting on the inside of Ryan Rose as well. And Devin Jack back there stuck in the high line. 65 of Sam Stoner looking for a way through. Blake Hoppy, a little bit of a door bang to the 78, trying to muscle his way through. A lot of beating and banging. 23 and the 78 still side by side after about a lap and a half now. 23 just clears the 78. And the 49 gets a little bit loose, trying to avoid the convergence between these two cars as well. 49's now stuck on that inside line, and Sam Stoner is going to say, wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, and take that position away. Dylan Johnson in the 20 car also taking a fender full of wall. Another wall scrape further on down in the field. But let's take a look at Sean Johnson in that second spot. Looks like Tyler was able to gap Sean. And Sean was able to gap Blake, who got caught in a fight for that third spot. But now he is solidly in that third spot. Good gap from Ryan Rose. Blake Hoppy is going to be chasing down the 32 car of Sean Johnson once again, trying to take that second spot back. Let's see if he can do it. It's lap 81 of 125 in the Edward Lee Components Smackdown at Irwindale. The caution comes out once again. Looks like Clifton Simmons was involved this time. He's slow on the apron out of turn 3 and 4. 7th caution of the night. Looks like Clifton is going to peel into the pit lane and take a fast repair. Let's take a look at a replay very quickly and see if we can't find out what happened there. Bit of a stack up in front. The 5 car goes around. The 38 car straightened out the 5 car there and got the worst of it. 5 car of Robert Bropes was able to continue. He took a big hit to the front left wheel. So hopefully his steering is still straight. I believe he already used his fast repair. Let's take a look at some live pictures here. 38 car not able to take his damage repair, but let's check in. A couple of drivers taking their pit stops here. Am I reading this correctly? Looks like Kevin Baumler in the pits. He is most likely going to take 4 tires. Blake Hoppy, no, just in pit entry. Doesn't look like he committed to his pit lane. Take a look here. Clifton Simmons exiting pit lane as well. All right, so we've got Tyler Barnett, Sean Johnson, and Blake Hoppy in the top 3 at the moment on lap 85 of 125. The Edward Lee Components Smackdown at Irwindale. Take a look. Ryan Rose and Sam Stoner, 4th and 5th spot, followed by Devin Jack, Dylan Johnson, Dade Grajewski, Robert Bropes hanging on to that 9th spot, and Kevin Baumler is going to exit the pits and hang on to the top 10 as well. Robert Bropes involved in the incident that brought out this 7th caution of the night. I'm not sure if he got turned by another car or hit the wall, but the 38 car came through and straightened him back out. So I think he owes Clifton Simmons a beer after this race. Couple of blinks from the 23 car of Blake Hoppy, but the pace car is going to peel into the pit lane, and we are going to keep an ear out for that green flag call. Oh, another blink for Blake. Tyler Barnett once again gets a great start. No doubt timed it with Blake Hoppy, and it looks like Blake is just about to clear the 32 of Sean Johnson, but he just keeps blinking. Oh, 32 is gonna let him by. Never mind, 32's diving to the inside, trying to take that position back. Oh, a big hit a couple of cars back. Who's that? Devin Jack in the 49 car. Got a little loose and smacked the wall on that right side. But he is still in it, still side by side with Dylan Johnson in that 20 car. Side by side into turn 1 and 2. We're going into 3 and 4 now, and the 49 of Devin Jack is just about clear, taking that 6th spot away. 65 car of Sam Stoner hanging on to the top 5. Sure, he would be thrilled with that after a couple of ups and downs in this race. Oh, I'm hearing some spinning, and the yellow flag comes out. Dylan Johnson just about collects Dade Grajewski in the 6 car, but that is number 20 all the way around in turn 1 and 2. Let's take another look and see if we can't find out what happened here. Let's ride along with Dylan Johnson on a far chase camera. Oh, looks like the 6 car just got in a little bit too hot. Tagged the 20, sent him around, and oh, Robert Bropes is going to get bullied. Got tagged by a few different cars there. The cautions breed cautions old adage is really ringing true here at Irwindale tonight. Big hello to Ernest and Andrew in the YouTube chat. Yes, indeed, we race every Monday night as part of the Backmarkers Racing League. Check us out on Discord. That's discord.gg/Backmarkers Racing if you want to join in on the fun. We've got Monday night, that's the ReScreened LLC Late Model Regional Tour. Tuesday nights, we've got the GTCC ARCA Series. And Thursday nights, we've got the Sly Designs Truck Series. So lots of great oval racing for all skill levels and all tastes. Dylan Johnson taking his pit stop. Dade Grajewski limping around. Has a bit of damage, but I think he should be able to continue. Robert Bropes also limping around. I think he took a bit more damage. He had a couple of wheel hits, so let's see if he can get back out there. The 38 of Clifton Simmons and the 523 of Nick Serif. They are going to exit the pit lane now. Head back on the track. Tyler Barnett has led, correct me if I'm wrong, but Tyler Barnett has led every lap of this race thus far. All 95 of 125 so far. Lights on the pace car are out. We've got one more round until the green flag. Blake Hoppy takes the 2nd spot from Sean Johnson. Tyler Barnett, Blake Hoppy, Sean Johnson, Ryan Rose, Sam Stoner, your top 5 on the restart off of the 8th caution tonight. Pace car peels off into the pit lane. Oh, the 13 and the 23 are having some blinking issues, it appears. Great start from Tyler Barnett, and Blake Hoppy is going to shuffle in behind him on that outside line, but 32 car of Sean Johnson is trying to take the fight to that 2nd place spot. Sam Stoner and Ryan Rose fighting side by side. Excuse me. 65 car on that inside line. hasn't really worked out for him all day, so hopefully he can shuffle back in and find a hole into the top line to hold some momentum. But Sean Johnson is also getting stuck on that inside line too. Blake Hoppy's doing a great job of positioning his car to hold on to that second spot, as is Ryan Rose to hold on to that fourth spot from Sam Stoner. Oh, a big wall hit from the 78, but it's not going to slow him down enough to get the 65 clear. Into turn one, 78 car getting right up into the wall, carrying as much speed as possible out of the corner, and there's just nothing that Sam Stoner can do to hold on to this position. They are still side by side, almost 3 laps into this restart now. It looks like 78 car of Ryan Rose is going to clear Sam Stoner, but now the 65 is stuck on that inside line, getting railroaded by the 49 of Devin Jack, and here comes Corey Harville as well. Sam Stoner's losing a handful of positions here. But Ryan Rose doing a great job of hanging on to that fourth spot. He's got a long line of cars behind him, all fighting tooth and nail for that position that he is currently holding. Sean Johnson in that third spot, trying to catch back up to Blake Hoppy, who was able to hold on to that outside line. Outside line is the power position here at Irwindale. Looks like whoever gets caught on the inside is just going to sink like a stone. Sam Stoner fell back to 7th spot currently, with Kevin Baumler coming right up onto him. Oh, Kevin going for a very narrow inside line. Sam Stoner's going to pull out to the inside of the 92 car as well. Take a look further upfield to Blake Hoppy in that second spot. Tyler Barnett has almost a second gap on second place now, on his teammate in second place. Crazy stuff. Oh, we're still side by side for 4th spot, though. Devin Jack pulling out to the outside to try to take this 4th spot from Ryan Rose in that 78 car. Grab a blimp shot real quick. Shout out to the iRacing blimp, always and forever up in the sky for all of our camera needs. 92 car on the outside of 65. Wow, the 49 of Devin Jack goes for a very tight line, almost on the apron, and that's going to cause the 40... Oh, the 78's just going to tag the back of the 49. That was a very opportunist move, I would say, from the 49. Trying to pull a very late slide job onto Ryan Rose, but Ryan Rose not going to have any of it. Dustin, what's going on, buddy? I am always happy to share a booth with my good friend Dustin. We are under the 9th caution of the night so far, so I think we're going to have some time to discuss some things. Have you caught up on the race so far? Absolutely. I do apologize. I believe Discord audio is not working on the live stream at the moment. So let me take a quick second. Can I get a quick sound check from you, Dustin?
Test, test, test.
There you go. Oh, apologies to Robert Brobst earlier. I guess he didn't come through on the interviews. Sorry about that. But looks like that is all fixed. Now we have 16 laps to go. Tyler Barnett, Blake Hoppy, and Sean Johnson in your top 3.
So none of these guys pitted?
A couple of them have. Blake Hoppy
it
has
looks like-
taken one pit stop for repair and one
Okay.
pit stop for tires, and then Corey
Okay.
Harville in the 5th spot has
Oh.
also is the next car that has taken a pit stop.
I was looking at my timing, and it looks like it doesn't register because these guys, I guess, because I came in late and I wasn't watching the whole thing.
Perhaps.
So I usually use that, yeah, to do my gauge. So is it, who do we know who has the newest tires as of right now?
I believe that would be the newest tires would be Robert Bropes and Clifton Simmons, both pitted on lap 92.
Because I saw that Robert was running a decent time. I think he was in the fours. I forget what the lap time is when they're running full song, but he seemed to be pretty quick. So I was watching him, and then obviously Kevin's trying to make something happen on the inside. He's kind of running different from everybody else. So I always look to just see what other guys are doing differently to see if they can make it work.
Yeah.
I mean, right now we got to watch Blake Hoppy and see if he's got anything for Tyler. Right, that's kind of the big question right now.
Absolutely. Looks like the lights on the pace car are out. The pace car peels into the pit lane, and Tyler Barnett and Blake Hoppy are going to line up in that first row for this restart. 13 laps to go on the line. Green flag comes out, and Tyler Barnett gets an awesome jump once again, and Blake Hoppy just going to slot in behind him. But Sean Johnson is just trying to get that second spot back. Looks like they're still side by side with Ryan Rose. Ryan Rose hanging out on that top line, making that momentum work down the front stretch into turn 1. 32 car is going to send it real deep into turn 1, and he's able to pull off the slide job that time. Nice work, but it looks like 65, the Sam Stoner, caught on that outside of 78. That's going to push Ryan down to that bottom line, and once again, he's going to get freight trained. Here comes Robert Bropes, too. That 5 car looking good. Oh, a little scrape of the wall for the 5 car. Excuse me. Sean Johnson.
Sam looks a lot better on this run. He's going for third now. I think he figured something out maybe because he was dropping back before. Now he's got Sean Johnson underneath him.
Big time. I saw Sam Stoner. I think he learned a lot from that heat race, and he got involved in some early cautions that sent him to the back of the field, but he has been able to fight his way up tooth and nail, and now Sam Stoner's in the top 3. He's chasing down Blake Hoppy. Amazing.
He made quick work of those guys, and I think he's got Blake possibly in his sights. He's still about a 10th off of the leaders right now, so we'll see if he can make something happen.
Yeah, let's take a look here. Sean Johnson is on the inside of Ryan Rose. Looking for a slide job here into turn 3. Not quite clear. Ryan Rose is going to be able to get past and into turn 1. Oh, 32 into the quarter panel of 78. But Ryan is able to hang on to it, and everybody keeps it moving straight. Here we go. 7 to go. Excuse me, 6 to go as the leader crosses the line.
Whoa,
oh, 88
Kevin.
goes around.
Oh, no.
88 got into the side of the 38 of Clifton Simmons, and that sent Kevin all the way around. Let's take a look at a quick replay. Pull up the far chase cam and take a look at the 88 car. Oh, looks like a little shuffle. Oh, let's rewind real quick, actually. Little shuffle from the 38 of Clifton Simmons. But yeah, like I said before, Kevin in the 88 car that we're riding along with, he's been trying some very low apron lines, basically, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, but there's usually going to be another car on the outside, so we gotta, I don't know, tough to plan that move.
Yeah, I was going to say, it works as long as there's no one to the outside, but when there is, that's your result, so tough break for Kevin. I think it's going to be hard to come back from 12th at this point to where he wants to be, but you never know.
You never know indeed. Just about 4 laps to go. Tyler Barnett, Blake Hoppy, and Sam Stoner back into the 3rd spot. Nice job for the 65 car. Ryan Rose holding steady in that 4th spot, and Sean Johnson rounding out the top 5. Sean was running in 2nd spot for so long tonight, but it looks like as the rest of the runners that got sent to the back of the field made their way up. That didn't work out too well for Sean. He might have eaten up too much of his tire early on. But here we go around. We are on the 10th caution of the night.
Yeah, I think Sam's going to be watching what Tyler's doing at this restart to see if he can try and get a jump on Blake. Obviously, if Tyler and Blake are on the radio together, that's going to be harder, but I think that's Sam's real only play right now is just to really close up and hope that maybe he can, get Tyler a little squirrely or something.
You're absolutely right. Once again, a reminder, Tyler Barnett and Blake Hoppy are on the same team. They're both on that Evil Empire Sim Sports team. So they are no doubt going to be working together on this restart. But yeah, Sam Stoner has had quite a few restarts in this race and in the heat race to practice his timing and keep an eye on what everybody around him is doing. So hopefully he can make something happen here and maybe disrupt this front row here just a little bit. Looks like we're going to have a green-white checker restart if I'm not mistaken.
I believe you're correct. Although it just went, yeah, it went two to go now, back to 3 to go. So I believe that is correct. So we're going to have the pace car come into the pits this lap, and then they will get 2 laps to finish it off, hopefully. Hopefully not more than that.
Hopefully not. All right, lights are out on the pace car. He is going to peel off into the pit lane. Tyler Barnett and Blake Hoppy starting side by side on that front row, and Sam Stoner and Ryan Rose on the second row.
You see Sam real close to Tyler. See if he's got anything for him.
Absolutely.
Oh, no, he does not.
Tyler gets an awesome jump, as always. Every single restart has been just flawless from this 13 machine, and Blake Hoppy is going to file in right behind him. Sam Stoner holding on to that outside line, but the 78 of Ryan Rose. Oh, Sam Stoner's in the wall. Oh, he's gonna fall back a couple of spots. That's not what you want. And the white flag comes out. Ryan Rose into that 3rd spot. But Tyler Barnett has just been the class of the field, and I believe he has led every single lap, including the checkered flag. And round comes Blake Hoppy as well, but Tyler Barnett is your winner. The Edward Lee Components Smackdown at Irwindale. 125 flawless laps from this 13 machine. Let us see. I don't think we'll be able to have a chat with him. I don't see him in the Discord currently. But that was an amazing performance. Blake Hoppy in the 2nd spot, and Ryan Rose up 9 positions from his start into that 3rd spot. Robert Bropst, your heat race winner, taken 4th place, and Sean Johnson had an awesome day to come home in that 5th spot. Let's take a look at the race results. Got Tyler Barnett, Blake Hoppy, Ryan Rose, Robert Bropst, Sean Johnson, rounding out your top 5, followed by Mitch Smith, a newcomer in that 97 car with a solid 6th place finish. Sam Stoner had an unfortunate incident on that last restart that put him back to 7th. Corey Harville in 8th spot, Clifton Simmons with a solid P9, Dade Grajewski rounding out the top 10. And then Kevin Baumler, Nick Seraph, Devin Jack, Dylan Johnson, Aaron Banks, and Andrew Cowell, and Abraham Kalufa and Sam Hubbard did not take the start there. So, it looks like we are joined by Mr. Tyler Barnett, the winner. That was an amazing race. Congratulations. That was just flawless. I think you led every single lap, man.
Yeah, dude, that was a hard-fought victory. So I'm sure I've made it clear in the league that this is my home track. This obviously means a lot to win here. So, hey, you're from California too, so you understand.
This is my home track too, man.
Hey, well, sometime we may have to meet up and go watch a couple of races here and there.
I am so down.
Dude, man, I had to be on my toes that whole race. I don't think I've ever driven that hard in a while, especially because I do have an unfortunate announcement that I will be making. I will continue to race the rest of the season full time, but going forward after this season, I'm going to try and make as many truck starts as possible, but I am going to be retiring for a decent amount with full-time racing. I'll be, like I said, part-time. But it
Oh,
hurts to
no.
say. That's why I took so much of a swing at this championship, is because I love winning the initial championships and like first cars and whatnot. I do as hard as I can, and this is no exception. And in all honesty, it pushed me a little bit further. So unfortunate, but just thankful that I'm getting this opportunity to have such a good league behind me. And it's sad, but I know I'll be able to race with you guys. So it's not like a goodbye forever or anything like that. It's just from full time. I wanted to do it here. I wanted to do it when the championship was just about locked up. So I was trying really hard to win here. I was driving it as hard as I could. I think I didn't pit, and I was able to only have like 71, 70 on my right side
Oh,
tires, and I was
wow.
able to put my fastest lap down on lap 97. I was running as hard as I could because I know Blake had tires, but yeah, this one definitely is special. I know Blake threw it in on the last lap. He knew that he wasn't going to clear me. He knew he was going to make it look pretty cool, but at least we could put on a good show, especially those last couple laps. And my final, I guess, full-time season is coming to a close, and just means a lot. So thank all you guys, and thank my sponsors and everybody that runs along with me. Just thank the Lord for this grateful opportunity that I have been given, like I said, whether it's racing, whether it's being in the booth with you guys, or just being part of this league in general. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's super long-winded like usual, but I just want to say thank you guys. And just kind of come across and how much this one means. This one is super special. This is not one of my best tracks. I struggle here, so any win that I can get here at Irwindale is a top tier win, and especially one that means this much. So yeah, unfortunate, but like I said, I'll still be around.
Yeah, I'm glad we can share this win with you. And that, I mean, you said that was difficult, but you really made it look easy, bud. That every single restart was absolutely flawless. And yeah, all I can say is congratulations on the win. Congratulations on the season. This has been just amazing watching you dominate this late model league. And yeah, bittersweet. We're definitely gonna miss you, miss watching your race. But I'm sure you'll be back up in the booth and things, and you'll be around.
Oh yeah, like I said, I'm not retiring full time from racing with you guys. I love it. I love racing too much. I'm just too much of a racer at heart. Matter of fact, I may get to test a late model here sometime late this year, which would be really really cool.
Awesome.
Um, yeah, right. But yeah, just with firefighting and everything moving along really quickly, I'm young. I'm still 22, but life comes at you quick, you know.
Yeah, always. Well, it's absolutely been a pleasure, and yeah, hopefully we will see you back here soon and in the winner's circle shortly. You know.
Yes, sir. Oh, before I go too, I want to thank Team 53 for supplying these setups. I mean, he's done this whole season. We'll continue to do the rest of the season and next season too, as well as the season before that. He's helped out tremendously. So thank you to him. Go look up his shop. He's got some really cool merch. I'm not gonna lie. This is not a plug. This is actually like I'm thinking about buying it.
That's facebook.com/team53wi if you're interested.
Check it out. I don't even know it. I won't lie to you. I don't even know it. I just looked up Team 53 and somebody posted a link and I was like, that's pretty sick. I want
Nice.
to thank Evil Empire for everybody. And you know what? You got you got a long-awaited me versus Blake on a
Oh yeah.
tire run, I guess. Like 20 laps, I think it was. Him and I, or 10, 15 laps maybe. We were going at it for a couple laps there. It seemed like he was on my tail, and then I was just able to shake him just barely. I was putting that right front tire into the ground.
Yeah. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. What can
Yeah,
I
thank
say?
the Lord.
Congratulations again. And yeah, thanks for joining us up in the booth. And I wish you the best of luck in all your future endeavors. And I hope we can see you soon back on track and up in the booth here with the Backmarkers League. You're definitely an awesome asset, and it's great to have you here whenever you can join.
Well, thank you very, very much. I appreciate it, and thank you guys again too for broadcasting. You too, Dustin. I see you up in here.
Yeah, I
Awfully
was just
quiet.
letting you guys do your thing. But yeah, that's I know it's bittersweet, but you sound like you have your head in the right place. That obviously real life's got to come first, and so
Yep.
once you get that straightened out and you get into a new rhythm, we'll be waiting for you with open arms.
Oh,
Absolutely.
you already know I'll be back at some point. I can't let everything go to waste. I mean, I put too much time into this stupid little sim.
Yeah, no, it's real weird how, I just there've been ebbs and flows with this with my life over the last, 2 decades that, when I was in school, I really didn't have time for it. And then when I got right out of school, I had a little bit of time for it. And then when the kids came around, then you have no time. And then when the kids get a little bit older, then the time starts to come back. So there's going to be a lot of that over the next, decades of your life. So just enjoy it. You're doing the right thing.
Yes, sir. Well, I appreciate that insight on life, and I know this got real deep real quick here in the broadcast booth, but I just want to say
Also
thank you
deep for a
guys.
Monday night.
Yes, sir. But I just want to say thank you guys again, and like I said, I'm not gone forever. I'll be part-time. I'll finish out this season, do as much as I can in trucks, and you guys will have to deal with me. You guys are stuck with me. I helped create this league, this massive league now, and you guys are stuck with me, no matter how much you guys hate it or love it.
Oh, we love it. Don't worry, bud.
All right, well, you guys got to get somebody else up in this booth. So good luck. Thank you guys again, and you guys are awesome. Thank all the sponsors as well, and thank you, Stoner, for sponsoring this race.
Oh, yeah. Congrats, bud.
And Nathan Gentry.
And Nathan Gentry.
Always.
Yes, always.
All right, I will drag you back into general. Thanks for joining us, Tyler. And let's have a quick chat with our third place finisher, Mr. Ryan Rose. It's Jay and Dustin up in the booth. You got us?
Hello.
Congratulations on that third spot. You were up and down the field all night. You were up 9 positions from your start. That was absolutely amazing. You managed to keep your nose clean through about, I'd say, 7 out of those 10 cautions. How'd you do it?
I don't know. I feel like I shouldn't even be up here, but hey, oh well.
You did a great job racing side by side with everybody. Sometimes you got caught on the inside. I think you learned your lesson earlier on. You got caught on the inside and got freight trained, maybe lost 8 or 9 positions right away, and then I never saw you on the inside again. So was that your strat there?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I sucked during the heat race too, and kind of learned that the top is the dominant line here. So
Yeah, we definitely saw the top line being the power position there. So yeah, you learned your lesson in that heat race, and like I was saying before, the runners the drivers that get to run in that heat race get that little bit extra wheel to wheel practice, and that definitely pays off in the end with that P3 finish. Is there anybody you want to thank and shout out?
just you guys for broadcasting. My mom, my dad. Yeah, that's it.
Cool. Alrighty. Thanks for joining us, and congrats again. I will throw you back in the general chat. Let's see. Who should we speak to next?
I would love to speak to Mitch Smith since he's our debutant, but he I don't think is in the
I
Discord.
do
So
not
Mitch,
see him.
yeah, Mitch, if you're out there, we're proud of you. Good run. That's an excellent debut finish, and hopefully we'll catch you on the Discord for your next one.
Absolutely. That was an awesome job from our newcomers, Mitch Smith and Aaron Banks as well. Did a pretty good job too. And I think with that, we will call it a night. That was hell of a race. Nice job, everyone. I want to thank all of our sponsors, Edward Lee Components. Check them out at edwardleecomponents.com for all of your vintage auto restoration needs. Check out Team 53 at facebook.com/Team53WI for setups and driver training. And if you are in the Southwest Florida area and in need of a pool enclosure, check out ReScreened LLC, our series sponsor. Shout out Blake Hoppy. I see you in the YouTube chat. That was awesome. Great job, everybody. And we will see you again next week. Come back tomorrow night for the GTCC ARCA series, and then Thursday for the Sly Designs Truck series as well. Any closing thoughts there, Dustin?
No, just another dominant performance from, arguably our league's best driver, right? He's kind of our Petty Earnhardt, so this was very fitting for him. We wish him all the best in his future endeavors, but yeah, he's We saw him in the ARCA series here. He's hard to beat. So good job to him, and good job to everyone else who was doing their best to give him hell tonight.
Yep, great job to all of our drivers. Thank you everybody for joining. Shout out to the YouTube chat, everybody that was hanging out and contributing there as well. And once again, thanks to all our sponsors, Edward Lee Components, Team 53, and ReScreened LLC. Congrats to our winners, and we will see you next week. I am out of here.